where did the money go? And they'd be like, what money? They come up with this plan to fix the deficit. Like, oh, we're gonna knock off, if you knock off $1 billion of $1 trillion deficit, you're still in debt. What does it matter? You're still in debt. You're not fixing the national debt. That's like you're paying on a bill that has interest. You got $200 in interest, or 34% interest rate. You could pay the bare minimum of $70 and be like, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna pay $100 this time. Now we're working on that $18,000. We're chopping it down. No, you're not. You're not chopping anything down. You're nibbling, because it's only going to go right back up. Now, where did the money go? Student loans, where did the money go? They went and bailed out Six Flags, who filed for bankruptcy. Where did the money go? Six Flags was losing money hand over fist. And now they're talking about raising the prices some more. But where did the money go? They got bailed out. Why aren't they making money anymore? Now everywhere across the globe, they're cutting hours. The movie theaters are now going from 2 p.m. to 10 o'clock. That is the new time, and they're trying to get it globally everywhere, because these kids are not going, now that they're going back to school, they don't go to the movies as much when they go back to school. Where did the money go? A lot of these corporations filed for bankruptcy. Multi-million-dollar companies. Where did the money go? Black Lives Matter. People are donating money to Black Lives Matter. Where did the money go? You think one black lady is the reason Black Lives Matter money is gone? Where did the money go? There was a guy who was in charge of the banking. His name was Peter Rogan, I believe it was, or something like that. Peter Rogan, right? Peter Rogan went and got the money down to the bank in Zurich. So allegedly, Peter Rogan, who is a banker by trade, I don't know if he's related to Seth, but it's like Rogan something, I don't know. But anyway, but he's a banker by trade, and somehow he was able to finagle some of this Black Lives Matter money into a bank in Zurich. Very interesting. Then the Canadian bank, where people were donating to the Black Lives Matter, turned into a BLM to another group, which was donating something to the all hands on deck, fund, and some other graduation type fund. It was split into like 4 different parts and broken in what percentages would go where into these different groups. And these groups supposed to be Black Lives Matter. But these causes that they were going to, none of it was helping the inner city. This all hands on deck thing, none of these other things. And people are pouring this money for Black Lives Matter and doing all these events and donating. But where's the money really going? Come to find out, a lot of these organizations were fronts. There were charity fronts. They never really had any licensed events. The monies that was coming in was somehow finagled and written off because nobody decided to look. They basically written off all the money. And when they written off all the money, what did they do to make it all stick like glue? Oh, they just made it real simple. Now that they written off the money, there's nothing else to do now but spend it. But where did the money go? Oh, Swiss banks is unneeded anymore. Nobody do Swiss banks anymore now that the government could really go get the money. You gotta have banks you could trust. Banks that know how to do and these type of transactions. Banks in Zurich, which means you have to know people internationally, which means you have to travel. So they found banks in Zurich. They found banks in Denmark. They found banks all over the country about Black Lives Matter, right? That are connected to Black Lives Matter. Why do these people in Denmark have money from Black Lives Matter? From inner city trauma and things that's happening in inner city. It's affected blacks all the way in Denmark. I'm just wondering how the money get in the banks. Where did the money go? Somebody knows. And nobody's telling. Why would they tell? This is exactly what they wanted. To the letter. They don't want to go nowhere else. They don't want to do anything else. They're doing everything that they want to do. Yeah. Well, when you do everything you want to do, this is it. This is how they get you. Well, they want people stuck. They want you stuck on the realities of what you want to do. No. They have no idea. It's so strange right now. I don't even understand what's happening when I look at a lot of the issues that are traveling like a dart through the universe when it comes to these movements. And the money is, if you try to track all the money, you'll need a forensics accountant to find out what's all happening with this money. Now, let's get to the educational bill. Every president in the United States in America, normally, Democrats, if you want to win an election, you better learn how to run. And when I mean learn how to run, I mean learn how to run on the educational bill. The first thing you do when you get in office is go for education. Kids' education comes first. Then comes the health care plans. Then you go from health care, then you go to the budgets and all of that educational grant packages and things of that nature. It's always gone this way. Now it's different. Everything has changed around. And thank you guys who hit up my Cash App. My Cash App is Carceno, Carceno. You'll see a Carceno for life, and then it'll say Carceno, $ Carceno. You see that $ Carceno? That's me. Now, let's get to it. I'm drunk off a soda from the movies. No, I don't think so. Unless they really spiking the soda, no. I just saw the Dragon movie. If you was on the Patreon, you would know that. Yep, I am drinking and driving. See? Drinking and driving. Drinking and driving and ain't jiving. Now, and these idiots gonna get themselves taken out. They out here on these little scooter pads. And I'm telling you, they gonna get hit. Now, let's get to it. Because I want the world to know. The money ain't gonna be there. The money gonna be moved around, and they don't follow the format that they lay out. I just watched a black woman, and I put it on my Instagram, for the White House to say the most dumbest statements in the world. She's like, we're going to take the money from here, then move it there, then we're going to take it here, and we're going to move it there, then back to here, then there, and then that's going to take care of the educational bill. I'm like, huh? I'm not mesmerized here. Robbing Peter to pay Paul. Now, what they're not going to tell you is the money is never there for you, because it was never designed for you to get the money. How many of these charities raise the money and actually use the money for what they say and what they claim they're going to do? Oh, look at that. That is so cute. And I even got a gift too. From some place called Williams-Sonoma, California. In Cali. They gave me a Star Wars spatula. Darth Vader. Somebody know I like Star Wars. But I don't need a Darth Vader spatula. But anytime somebody sees something Star Wars, they grab it for me. They're gonna be, he likes Star Wars, get it for him. I'll be like, I don't need everything in Star Wars. I like the movie. That doesn't mean I need everything in Star Wars. You're right, Ice, it is. And I normally drink Gatorades and try to stay away from sodas a lot. But right now, I needed one. I needed that sugar rush. We're not investigating, asking questions. It's going to be chopped up in so many different packages that you're never going to be able to understand, even if they try to explain it to you. So, for tax purposes, they break it up in these other groups. How you going to say what they did with the money? You don't know. They're not going to really tell you. They're going to say, oh, we allocated it to about 18 different programs. Do you know when you donate money for like heart research and all that stuff? Damn, like my light bill gonna be a mug. When you donate stuff for like heart surgery and things of that nature, once you do that, donating to the Hearts Foundation of America, that thing is split into so many different groups that's all connected to one big charity. So the money is divided. The one thing that you're donating to is connected to another thing. The knee bone's connected to the elbow bone and everything else. So that's why it's always a revolving loop. So you're never going to be with the money. The money's always going to be working against you. And you'll never be able to trace it. So it's like, man, I'm not seeing the work. Where's the money? Where's the money going? But when you're black, it's always right away. Show us the work. Where's the money? Huh? I need to see it then. That's how they always do you. And the brothers be actually hands-on out there trying to do it. They be out there not just talking it. They actually out there doing the work. and you question them. Meanwhile, you see somebody on TV asking for money, all they doing is wear a pin. And you giving them a fortune. Yeah, write them out. Give them $3. Yeah. St. Martin. Even though I'm an atheist, I'm going to go ahead and sign this over. St. Martin. They don't ask no questions. Say, don't ask no questions. Hey. Why that preacher man got a big house? Huh? Why they doing the charity event in a strip club? Huh? Don't ask no questions. Don't ask no questions. Jay-Z and Beyonce did a charity foundation gave them a donation for $25,000, right? That charity foundation that got the $25,000. Let's talk about that. Now, this $25,000 was put in the name of Blue. Okay, this is back when the 444 was out. They did a $25,000 donation. Then they did another $20,000 donation to something that was helping kids, youth, education, blah, blah, blah. Right? That was in Blue's name, a donation from Blue. That's what they said on the big check. See, when they do the big check, it said Rock Management Entertainment. But it said Jay-Z and Beyonce donated this money. Beyonce is not signed with Rock Nation. Let me repeat that. Beyonce is not signed to Rock Nation Management at all. She is not. Don't be fooled. She is not. But she's part of that brand. But that is manipulation. That big check is not the one you finna go cash at the bank. They're gonna cut you a written check. And that written check ain't gonna look like that big check. So understand that. Hillary Clinton has hid hundreds of millions of dollars for other people by using fake charities, fake organizations, fake presentations. The Clintons have made an incorporation based on it. The Clintons, they put it in their daughter's name. Oh my God. The Clinton Foundation. Oh my goodness. They charge and collect donations, right? It is illegal for us to accept gifts and money from terrorists. When Gaddafi wanted to give Farrakhan all this money to help incorporate the blacks and build the brothers up in here, the United States of America, who didn't want Farrakhan to go over there, they also said he could not accept any gifts from any terrorists or he will be viewed as one. So he could not accept the money he was being gifted. Now, and they never discussed the exact amount of what it was, but he said it was enough to turn the economic chain upside down for Black America. They couldn't face that. We'll talk about that more on the Patreon. We don't get into all of that. I'm going to let y'all know the whole details behind that. Now, let's get to this. The Clinton organization is allowed to accept donations from other people from other countries, terrorists, everything, long as it's onto a charity foundation, is not seem like you're giving them the money when you really is. Now, the rest of this we'll finish on the Patreon. It's your boy Carcino. Thank you, One Crack News. But the rest of this is Patreon material. I'm out.